So here it is, early morning in Barnard, Vermont, on top of the hill on some land I own, and just very simple setup. I've got my 98 Tacoma. This is one of the many Tacomas I've owned. This one I bought for $5,000 on Craigslist. I'll do a video later on of the exact build and how I found it and stuff like that, which is exceedingly easy. But I just want to show how easy it is to be incredibly warm and comfortable in a Tacoma and or in any truck. The key is, guys, sleep in your trucks. Sleep in your trucks. I've had rooftop tents, I've had other tents, I've had everything. Yeah, it's great with two people, kind of needed. I understand that. But when you have one person, sleep in your truck. This took me all of literally 30 seconds to set up last night when we got to camp. And it was 22 degrees, 24 degrees last night. It's cold. And I was absolutely dead comfortable. In fact, many times I was just too warm. But basically, very simple setup. The key, this in my last video, I said we had these Corbeau seats that fold dead flat. Well, we figured out a way, which I'll go into in another video, of just drilling out a little cylinder on the seat, reclining mechanism, and it enables the seat to go flat. This is also, unlike my previous setups, this is a extra cab. This is not a double cab. So it's definitely way more confined, but still totally doable. So basically drilled out and cut off the little cylinders on the mechanism. Seat folds dead flat. I didn't even take the headrest off this one. But very simply, we've got a mister heater, which I've gone into before, a full catalytic burn heater. And what I do in the evening is I get in the truck, I set it up. I've got it sitting on just something I just found, a little thing of hand cream, and then put that in there, and it sits level. Fire it up hot, get into the sleeping bag, get everybody arranged, and then I turn it down to pilot light and go to sleep with that, and that was it. And then for sleeping arrangement, the seat folds flat. I've got a very inexpensive pad on top of the seat, and then I've got my Boy Scout bags. It's easier to fit the dogs in it and they crawl in with me at night. And then I just keep a warmer bag on top of that now, which is just unbelievably comfy and warm. And I've got my age-old trusty Engel fridge right here, right behind the seat. I've got a little food bag underneath that, and I've got what I feel is the best coffee setup. I've had every conceivable type of coffee setup, and everybody knows I love coffee. But I just keep this kit sitting right attached to this little zip tie right there, and with the oldest Italian espresso maker, with the Italian espresso, it keeps forever, and it makes beautifully strong coffee. And that's it, guys. I mean, this whole thing is minimal investment, and I'm incredibly comfortable all the time. And I always see people walking around the campsite at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning when I first wake up, and they've been incredibly uncomfortable. They've not been warm because I usually have vapor and all sorts of moisture. The mister heater keeps all the vapor out of the truck. There's no condensation. You do need to keep the windows cracked for the extra just airflow. Actually, it's so warm in here that I've got the back cracked right here, just because all the warm air is up high. The dogs are loving it, and I don't even want to get out of the truck. The other thing I always do, so I don't have to get out of the truck, which I've done in previous videos, within arm's reach, I have the pee bottle, the wide mouth Nalgene pee bottle. Just go to the bathroom in it, open up the door crack, throw it out, and then you can pee in it again. And I always keep, for hydration, I keep a narrow mouth Nalgene for water right there. So that's it, guys, signing off. It's amazing how many people have contacted me about my previous videos on this stuff. You can be comfortable in cold weather, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. And I'm going to be doing more videos on just that, just for people who actually really get out in their trucks and would rather spend the money on good restaurants and good food while they're on the road and while they're exploring than on stuff, which I think is it's getting to be too much stuff in the overlanding world. Thanks, signing off. Bye.